Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, and we have two people on the phone line.
Taj and Marlon Jackson.
Yes.
What's going on?
HBO is airing that unethical documentary this Sunday called Leaving Neverland, and I don't think Taj and Marlon are too happy about it.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's all about money, and it's frustrating seeing how this is going along.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dan Reed, the film director, he said that the two guys did not get paid.
He said Wade Robson and Safe Chuck are not getting paid.
I don't believe that. What do y'all think?
I don't believe it either, and plus, we know what currency is as well. Fame is currency in today's world. You can turn being relevant into making money. They have an appeal going on right now with the estate, so it's in their best interest to get the public on their side so they can make as much money as possible. And we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars here.
Now, I know you guys have the estate of Michael Jackson does have a lawsuit against them for this documentary. Is there a chance that this could be pulled before Sunday?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that there's too much at stake for them. I think HBO is in a certain position where Netflix is eating their lunch, and I think they need this publicity. So I think they're going to ride this.
Man, what bothers me the most about this documentary is the fact that, Wade and what's the other guy's name?
James Safechuck.
Yes, they both, testified under oath that nothing sexual happened between him and Michael. Isn't that perjury?
That's what I thought. It would be for you and me, But apparently they want my uncle so bad that they're changing laws, they're changing their, opinions, they're changing everything, And they should be held accountable to the same standards that everyone else is.
Absolutely. Have y'all thought about that? Have y'all thought about, possibly getting them brought up on perjury charges? Or are the statute of limitations up on that?
I think the statute, and I think it's not up to us anyway. I know they changed a couple of laws to try and get my uncle, and had no evidence. So they can do it if they want.
Now, Dan Reed, the director, did he even approach you guys about being interviewed or partaking in any of this or making a statement or anything?
I could tell you, he did not approach anyone. He's actually in interviews, he's proud of that. He says he had a story to tell. He didn't want it to compromise, what he was telling. So he basically, interviewed only their family and the two gentlemen. I shouldn't even call them gentlemen. That was too nice of me. But he didn't interview no one else that would have a conflicting story.
Did you think that when your uncle died, the late, great Michael Jackson, that this witch hunt would still continue?
Yeah, because, basically if people can make money off something, they're going to keep, it's like vultures. As long as there's meat on the bones, they're going to keep picking at it.
Damn.
All right. Now, Wade Robson at one point did even try to shop a book deal, and that book deal wasn't picked up by anybody, and he was trying to seek some money from this. So you think, for real, you really think this is just about him trying to get himself out there and perhaps trying to sell his story after this documentary comes out?
Well, it's the timeline. The book deal, he tried to first keep it on the down low, and the book deal happened only after he did not get. He wanted the job of director / head choreography for Circle A, Michael Jackson 1. He was up until that point. He's dancing away tributes and everything, and then once he doesn't have that, all of a sudden he starts writing about this sexual abuse story, and so it doesn't add up at all. You go from tributes to all of a sudden being abused by this person because he wanted to stay relevant.
Has this affected the estate at all as far as people? I know they saw it at the Sundance Film Festival. Has this affected people playing Michael Jackson's videos, music, or anything?
I think the people, if people did probably a 5 to 10 minute Google search, it wouldn't. But, that's what they're kind of relying on, people just to have that mob mentality. The whole mute Michael Jackson and everything like that. I think that's what they're really counting on right now. So they don't want you, they don't want you to shine a light on anything right now. There's one side, we're trying to shine something. They're trying to hide stuff.
So let me ask you a question, just to play devil's advocate, because I want to see do you think that any of these rumors could possibly be true about your uncle?
100% no. 100% no. My uncle was one of the most scrutinized people in the world. He had a secret 10-year FBI investigation going on him. that no one knew about.
What?
10 years, 300 pages of documents, not one shred of evidence. Don't you think they would have locked him up if they had something? And that's the thing. We all know how effective the FBI can be.
Why would the FBI be investigating Michael Jackson?
Because with the allegation, I think when the name is Michael Jackson, you're just a target, and if something comes up, it's their due diligence to investigate it. There's been many other people that have been investigated for things that have turned out falsely, but I think it was national attention at that point. Everyone was reporting about it, so.
It's always these conspiracy theories that your uncle was actually killed for other reasons. They talk about owning the Beatles catalog and things like that. Do you think that it was an actual plotted out murder?
Our family does. I don't want to say too much, but my uncle owned pretty much half the music industry publishing companies. I mean, we're talking everything from the James Bond theme to, he was getting paid and paid and paid, and he became too powerful. I was just watching a Sam Cooke documentary.
I just watched that too.
I saw that.
Yep.
It rang so true to me. It was like, here's a black man that's it's just too powerful. He's doing too much. He's owning too much. And they make it look so bad because they don't want you to like this person afterwards. And it's very interesting how they do that. They don't want you to. They want you to get to a certain level, or at least you're making money for them. But as soon as you make money for yourself or you're helping other people out, they don't like that.
Are there any plans to do a Michael Jackson style documentary in the vein of the Sam Cooke?
Yeah,
because I didn't realize that. I knew he owned the Beatles catalog. I didn't know he owned the James Bond theme. What else? What other publishing?
Yeah, I
did
see,
he own?
Taj, you guys are working on doing a documentary.
Yeah. I am, but it's hard because I don't like publicizing it, only because I don't want that to get in the narrative of what we're trying to do here. I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to promote something. Right now, I'm just trying to get the truth out.
Right.
I'll do all that promoting after this, but right. So I've only tweeted about it like 3 times in the last month. So, but I think what else did he own? He pretty much owned anything that Babyface's catalog, anything that Sony writer, Oasis, anything that people. Yeah, he had a deal where he owned half of Sony Music's catalog.
Half of Sony's catalog. That's crazy.
What? Why would they give that to Michael?
Because they wanted the Beatles that bad. And the funny thing was, he didn't even have to put money towards it. Whenever they bought new stuff, like their partners, they bought some of EMI and all that stuff. He didn't even have to put his money towards that. That automatically went to him. So he outsmarted them, and they didn't like it.
Oh, they killed Michael, bro. I'm convinced now. They killed your uncle, bro. And I did not know all of this. This is crazy.
Oh, it goes beyond that. And you know what's funny? This anyone that was close to him, would tell you they want to kill me for my catalog.
Wow.
He would say that all the time. He would say that to anyone that would listen. They're trying to kill me for my catalog. So you're not the only one to think that. I just want you to know that. Not the only, and I don't know who they is, but there were some powerful people.
So who owns all that now? Blanket them?
No, that's back at Sony.
So after Michael died, it went back to Sony.
The worst nightmare came true.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, man, I'm sorry that y'all got to go through this. I think that this documentary is very, very unethical. I think that those 2 guys testified under oath, and I think that the same thing that made them, say it didn't happen back in the day, which was money, is the same thing that's making them say it now, that it did happen, which is money. So I don't even understand how we can trust their word at all on anything.
Well, yeah. Well, I could just say, we appreciate anyone that just pauses and tries to search for the truth and just doesn't take it for I know New Yorkers. My mom was a New Yorker. You got to come with more than just words.
Right.
Got you.
All right. Well, Taj, Marlon, Jackson, thank you guys so much for checking in with us. And we'll be making sure that we publicize whatever it is that you guys have to say in response to anything.
Absolutely. Thank y'all, man. Have a blessed day.